You are greatly welcome to Future Setters Institute's Youth Development Show. And today we are going to be interacting on a great topic, which is tagged How to Build Influence. But this is what we tag part one. So by next week, we're also going to talk about how to build influence. And now today's How to Build Influence is focused on businesses, focused on how to make massive sales, how to give out value, how to become relevant person in your business, how to overcome rejections. These are some of the things that we are going to be interacting on. So the first thing is, I want you to understand that if you are not influential, that means if you don't have a name, that means if you are not valuable in that thing you are doing, there will be a problem. So if you want to be the best, if you want to make impact, if you want to be one of the top-notch persons or business person in that area you are, you need to build influence. And that is what you need to work on. Work on yourself, work on the way you communicate, work on the kind of relationship you build, work on the trust, work on trust. All these things are very much important. All these are what we are going to be interacting on today. So steps to build influence. But first of all, for everyone who has been joining us from time to time, this is Future Setters Institute Youth Development Show. And what are we focused on? We are focused on grooming young minds on three core niches: leadership, personal development, and work ethics. We believe that every young person out there needs skills to thrive. Every young person out there needs to be open up to opportunities, to people who are experienced in a particular area, and they can share their story to people out there so that you can learn from them and you can put these things into practice. So the first question we have here is, how can one overcome rejection, or how can one handle rejections? Now, I'll tell you for sure, I'll tell you for a fact that if you've not built yourself to be able to handle rejections, if you've not built your mindset, if you believe that everything will be so rosy, everything will be so great at first, then you are not working on yourself. But if now, at some point in time, you now understand that you need to build your mind for rejections, then you will understand that you are living a great life, because some persons will support you, some persons will ignore you, some persons just want to hear your own side of the story, some persons just want to listen to you and use your idea and own it for themselves and use it to make impact for themselves without even giving you a recommendation or giving you that regard that you are the one in charge, you are the one that brought this idea. So these are things that happens. So in a situation where you have people that are always supporting you and all that, they always support you, always give you thumbs up, give you this. But when it comes to financial aspect, financial commitment, where are they? Nowhere to be found. So there are some persons that you listen to them, they reject you, they don't support you at that moment. Do you follow them up? They reject you today. Are you just going to relax? Are you just going to end it all there? Or are you going to see how you can re strategize and work on plans that you can use to actualize your goal? So you need to understand that rejection is normal. Rejection is a great thing. It's not a bad thing. Rejection is something that you need to build yourself for. So sit down to look into your strategies, look into your ideas. There are possible ways that you can use to improve. So look into your strategies, look into your ideas. There are possible ways that you can improve. So don't just focus on the fact that people are rejecting me, people are not accepting it, people are not, yeah, they are not responding well to you. It could be that there is a problem. It could be that there is a problem in what you are doing. It could be that the way you wrote it, the way you speak about it, you tell your story, the way you do things, the way you communicate is not comfortable enough. It's not convincing enough. So that is one thing we need to focus on. So one way to overcome rejection or handle rejection is understand that everyone will not support you, but you need to look into your strategies again, realign your strategies to the purpose of what you are doing. You are doing something today. Know the purpose. There has to be an aim, there has to be a purpose, there has to be a reason behind why you are doing this, and be willing to accept rejection. Build your mind that you should not have so many expectations. You have a very high expectation. The expectation is so high that when a person just rejects you, you begin to say, "Oh, what happened? What happened to me? Why is it like this?" You don't need to feel bad that someone rejected you. It means that you need to re-strategize and realign your goals. Realign your goals and look for ways that you can use to improve in what you are doing. The second thing, like I said, you need to follow up. Follow up. If a person rejects you, it doesn't mean that's the end. You could possibly ask the person for reasons. What could be wrong? What could be the reason why you did not accept this or that? Ask the person reasons and be clear, be sincere. Just want to know some possible reasons why this is happening. And also, when you get some feedback, you get some ideas from the person, you now know where to channel those efforts to. So understand this very well, and it will help you. So don't just focus your attention on, hey, he rejected me, and you just end it there. No, don't end it there. You could still follow up, and you begin to see that that person that you thought did not accept you at first will later accept you. So I'll say, for example, you have trainings in batches. The first batch you just launched. So you talk to a person about the first batch, and the person says, "Oh, I'm not ready for the first batch." Maybe because there were some possible reasons. Maybe because the person is not financially buoyant enough to accept the first batch. And then you look into it and you re-strategize and you find other ways to communicate with the person. Then the person now listens to you, and the person now understands what you are doing. That is a plus. So you understand, you communicate to the person that there's still more. So meaning that even after this, there is more. So don't just focus your attention on accepting it, rejection and all that. Still make the person understand that there's more, there's still more opportunity. There are more opportunities to do this particular thing and all that. And also always give people reasons why they should partake in this particular thing. Valuable reasons. And also make them feel like without this particular thing, they are going to miss it. That means there's going to be so much value. And don't make them feel the only opportunity they will have to get that particular thing. Make them understand that there could also be more opportunities to get that particular thing. And that would also help you to further strengthen that relationship you are building. So understand this particular point very well, that your focus is not just on now, it's on after now. What can we do after now? What can we achieve after now? What can we do to, achieve success? These are things that you should look at. You want to be influential, you want to be a great person, you want to be one of the best in that particular field. But how sincere, how ready are you to actualize your goal? The next one I'll talk about is the next question we have here. We have another great question here. Um Question is, how best can one convince a person to make a purchase when the person pretends that he doesn't need it? You see situations where you offer a particular service and you reach out to someone about it and say he doesn't need it at that moment. He doesn't need it at that moment. So what will you do in such a situation? This almost sounds like rejection as well too. So understand, the person knows. The first thing is the person knows that he needs it. The person knows that he needs it. The only thing is he's pretending not to need it. So some possible reasons could be that he's watching to know if you that is even talking about it know what you are talking about. That is one of the reasons. The person could be watching you to see if you truly know what you are talking about. The person could be ready to pay, could be ready to join, could be ready to do something, but he's not so sure about you. So that is something that you need to reconsider. So make your information as clear as possible. Make your information as crystal clear as possible. And even the person that picks up that document, a person that picks up that file, he reads through it, he understands what you're talking about. Don't make it so vague, don't make it so big that the person is not even able to comprehend the message, but make it as clean and clear as possible. That even the person that is blind, the person can just trace through and understand the point. So the first thing is make your products as clear as possible. Make the message as clear as possible. Then understand, or you think about it. Is this thing I'm doing for a quick fix or something that will take a long time to actualize? So this thing I'm doing, this product I'm doing, you explain to the person, is it just for a short while? After you use it for a short while, this is what it does for you. The person is say, I don't need it, I don't need it. You explain to the person, you just need this. This is just the perfect therapy to solve this problem. This is what you just need at this particular moment. The person now begins to reconsider. Oh, it's a very short while. That means I need to get it. Think about it. So understand that when you don't explain these things to people, explain that there is a timeline attached to this particular thing, they will think you are deviating from the point. So when you make people understand what you are doing, it will help them to really know that you are what you say you are. So that is a very much important point. Then don't just make people feel that don't just make people feel that without their money you cannot survive. Now I will put this thing clear to you because a lot of people feel that they are the ones enriching you. A lot of people feel that without them, you are not doing well. Without them, you cannot survive. Without them, you cannot do particular thing. So understand these points very well. That with or without them, you can survive. But with them, there is a lot of results attached. So with or without them, you can survive. But make them understand that with them, you will achieve. If understand that with or without them you can survive, but make them notice that with them you can achieve even greater things. So what do I mean by this? You need to start telling your story. Start telling your story, making people understand the points, making people know what you do on a daily basis. Make what you do very clear to your audience. If it is clear to your audience, they will know the right thing they can get from you. They will know the value or the thing you are focused on. They know your needs, and anytime they are looking for a person that can solve that problem, they reach out to you. But in a situation where you are not so clear about your decisions, you have so many projects, so many plans, so many ambitions, so many things on your mind, the person cannot even pinpoint one area to say you are good at. So that is not good at all. So as a person, tell your story, make what you do as clear as possible. And if they ask you a question, you could even put it in one word. In one word, can you describe yourself? You describe yourself in one word, and the person understands what you are doing. So that is it. Very much important point. So make yourself as clear as possible. Make your business as clear as possible. Make what you do as clear as possible, and it would also help you to achieve success. Another thing that you can do to make massive sales, still on steps to build influence, is apart from storytelling, you also need to share your results. So you see some tutorials, you see some places, you see a lot of places, schools and all that. What do they do? What's that thing that drives them to get more students? The first thing is their testimonials, the good work, the results they get from their students, the results they get from people around. They post it out there to make people know that wow, this place is the place that bettered these persons. This place is the one that made these people to be different. This place impacted on the students' academics. This place, did this and that. So make people share your results around. Also, products, good products. It's not just all about having good products. Also, the way the product is packaged, what people feel about the products. So the result that these products give to people can actually sell the product. So it's not just all about the marketing and all that. The product itself can sell itself to other persons. So when the person buys the product, another person sees the result on someone else's body, and he asks a question: How did this all happen? Person says, "Oh, it's Victor that did this. Oh, it's this person that did this." You begin to know that wow, this product is a good product. So we need to understand this particular point, that it is very much important to create good products and also share our results out there. So learn to share your results out there. It would help you to achieve success. So learn to share your results with people out there. Make them understand what you are doing. So share your results. It would also help to achieve success. So the first one, like I said, be clear in your decisions, be clear in whatsoever you are doing. The next one is understand whether it's a quick fix or something that takes a lot of time. Make them understand the process, what it contains, and what it does for them. Then next one, try to involve storytelling, telling them about what you do. Then also sharing testimonials, sharing results and all that. It also matters a lot. Then be truthful to people. Be truthful and sincere. Be truthful and sincere. When you are saying you want to convince people, a person that doesn't want to do this and that, tell the person about you as a person that is trying to market a product. Have you used the product? If you have used the product, then you can even use yourself as the perfect example for that product. And when you use yourself as a perfect example for that product, it even sells better. So it is great for you to use yourself as the marketer. Use yourself as the first person. You used it. In their presence, you use it. You see, person sees the difference. Then he's wowed and he sees reason to even get it. So let people understand the product. People know what they stand to gain, and make them understand that if they don't get it, there could be possible issues, because they will miss out from such opportunity, and these opportunities may not even come again. So at that moment when the opportunity comes, you have to make sure you take advantage of such an opportunity at that particular moment, and it would help you in the long run to achieve success, a lot of success along the way. Then another question which we have here, which says, tell us some sales and strategies that you can use to improve your sales and all that, and also become the best in that business you are doing. So some of the strategies which you have here, the first one is time. So you ask yourself this question: you have a business, you know that the time that people pass that particular area is 6 a.m. 6 a.m. They pass there 6 a.m. But you know that yes, I'm always so tired. I don't wake up early if I do a lot of things and all that. Then you now begin to delay. You now open by 8 a.m. When people are passing by 6 a.m. What works best is 6 a.m. You begin to go by 8 a.m. That's not good. So you need to settle down to understand that timing is a very much important point. Take your time to observe the time. The time you go to your workplace matters a lot. Open on time. Don't just open on time. Show up early and build that business etiquette that makes people to know that you are always available. Yes, it could be stressful. Yes, it could be this and that. But also understand that time is of utmost essence in that place you are. So learn to, go there on time, show up early, be there, be available for the customer. And don't give them that mindset that you are not always there. You always go there, they pass there, and not there. You go to another person. Then when you now need them to come, they are no longer there. So you need them. So definitely you have to be there at that particular time. So study your time very well and be there when they need you the most. As a salesperson, you know that um you need them, you need the people. So you definitely need to be there as well too, because you are the one providing the value they need. And if you don't have that particular thing they need at that moment, it's also a challenge too. So the first thing, like I said, is the timing. The second thing is to focus on what people need. What do they need in that area? So don't just focus on what you need, focus on what people need in that area. What do they need? When they need this particular thing, and you now notice that this thing is even the demand is even increasing the more, then you do is to now try to get as much as possible of that particular thing. That means you have already solved that problem by ensuring that people get that thing instead of going far to get that particular thing. Now when they get that particular thing from you, you can even own that area as your own, and people now know you for that particular thing you are doing. So it's very much important for us to work on this particular point. So ensure that we give people what they need and not what we need. What I need is different from what they need. So ensure you give them what they need and not what you need. Because what you need, they could possibly ask for it once in a whole year. But what they need, they could ask for it every day. And if you don't have what they need at that moment, you may not see them there anymore. And if they ask you for a particular thing, try to get it, because that is something useful that someone, if someone needs something, definitely the next day another person could ask for that particular thing. So very much important. Then another thing, a lot of us focus our attention on seasonal businesses and all that. Seasons, we feel businesses, yes, seasons and all that, but also understand that you need to you need to work on things that are constantly there. Work on things that are constantly there. Then you could also add some form of seasonal businesses. So work on things that are constant. There are things that people can always get, and get that niche set first. Then you could possibly involve seasonal businesses. When it is time, you could create a slot for that particular area or have them in a fewer quantities. This is for what? A seasonal business. So don't just push all your attention into seasonal businesses. You buy everything, and then when it's over, you now begin to complain that this and that. So understand this particular thing. So get what people can easily get every time, then involve some, little amount of seasonal businesses, which can also help you in the long run to do that. Then know your customer. Know your customer is very much important. Know your customer. That's KYC. It's possible. It's possible that this person needs something. Maybe you are not there at that moment. They want to confirm that you have this, do you have that, and you are not even you are unreachable. They call your line, they reach out to you, your number is not going through. All these are challenges. So you have to be reachable via WhatsApp or via calls or via text messages. There has to be a way to reach out to you. Yes, you want to be off the radar and all that, but people want to reach out to you. So you need to be constantly there. So another thing, like I said, yes, you get to know your customers and all that. Contact is very much important. So how can they contact you? And don't bounce calls. What are you doing about the calls? Or are you following up about the calls? All these things also matters a lot. So also when they come to you, they share their opinions, share their ideas. You give them a listening ear. You listen to them to get some valid points from what they are saying. So you listen to them, they tell you about how it is, this particular thing, you could change it, that particular thing, you change it, you work on it, and all that. When they feel that they are ahead, and you put these things they've said into action, then there will be a lot of improvement. But when they don't feel that they are ahead, and you don't even bother to put these things they are saying into consideration, there will be a lot of problems along the way. To try to make every customer out there feel heard, heard, that their points, their opinions that are shared are listened to, that they are valued and they are appreciated. All these things are very much important. So don't just focus on you. No. Focus your attention on how you can further strengthen these relationships that you are building. So listen to them whenever they share opinions to you. So it's very much important to listen to these persons. They are sharing opinion to you. You should be able to listen to their points, listen to their ideas, and work on it immediately. They want to see a lot of improvements in you. So the person may see that there's a demand for this or there's a need for this with you, and just bounce the person off. The person may say he needs this, he's trying to suggest something to you. Say no, it's not important. Yes, it's not part of the planning, it's not part of this or that, but give that person a listening ear at that particular moment. So don't just bounce people back, try to listen to them, and you see a lot of improvements along the way. Then another one is focus your attention on growth and expansion. Growth and expansion. If you feel that you want to remain in that level forever, then you could possibly just sit down and fold your arms and just keep doing it the way it's done. But you don't keep doing the same thing over and over again to achieve a different result. So you definitely have to twitch at some point in time, try things differently, and you see that things may start working out in your favor. So you need to see how you can change the narrative. You need to see how you can change a lot of things. How will you change a lot of things? How will you improve in this particular thing? By trying new options, by trying new ways. So you ask yourself a question: what are some of the new ways? What are some of the new ideas that people are using to gain massive leads? What are the new ways that people are using to gain massive leads? Are people involving automation? Are they using Google ads? Are they using Facebook ads? Are they running video ads? Are there new ways? Are there social media platforms that are created? Are there connection or networks have not done? All these things needs to be put into place. Ask yourself certain questions and also do some research to know what people are doing differently that gives them more sales in that particular area. So, another question is, how do you build trust and value? How do you build trust and value over time? So, how do you build trust and value over time? So, how do you build trust and value over time? So, I will give you some insights, and I'll give you some ideas concerning this particular area. You see, trust and value is not it's not really easy, but I'll tell you that one of the ways that you can build trust and value over time is by being authentic, by being real, by being true, by being a genuine person, by being yourself. You want to communicate something, you want people to believe in what you are doing. You want people to know that this thing you are doing, you mean it, that it's without it, there's the blood in your body is not flowing well. Like you're not living a healthy life. You're not living well, that this is what you need to survive, that this is your oxygen. So you have to be authentic. You want to communicate something to people, so they need to be authentic. You don't just pretending to be who you are not. You have to be who you truly are. You have to be truly sincere and real. You have to be truly sincere and real. So one great way that you can build trust is by being authentic, by being real, by appreciating people's opinion, by valuing people's relationship, by believing in people, making them feel that they are heard, that every opinion they have is valued, by working with them. by working for them. Now, another thing which I always tell people is when you do things for people, they will do things for you, things for them. First of all, earn their trust by them. When you do things for them, you begin to see a lot of results along the way. So do things for people first, earn their trust, make them understand that this thing you are doing, you need them, you value them, you appreciate them for everything they are doing. And when they see that this thing is your fire, it's your oxygen, it's something that you need to survive, it's something that you do, not just for the money, but even beyond the money, that there is something beyond the money, there's something valuable that you need to do to change the narrative, to further help to achieve success. So you need to be authentic. Be authentic. Don't be faking your lifestyle, trying to pretend and all that. Be real. Be you. Be you. What can people say about you? You are pretending to be who you are not. No, that's not it. That's not it. So who is he? This is who he is. He stands for this. He does this. He does that. That is to say that this is what this person does because people already know him for this. But if you ask someone else, who is he? What does he do? Begins to think about a lot of things. So I'll share some tips. The question is share some tips young businesses need to work on. So the first one is daily practice. Daily practice. Daily practice. So on a daily basis, you should, if there is something, maybe in your business that you need to work on, maybe in your business, you know that this particular area is not going smoothly and there are some form of improvement that needs to be done by daily practice. So daily practice, understanding that progress beats perfection. So you don't leave that your comfort zone and you start improving. That is the most important thing. So you need to constantly improve in what you are doing. So don't focus your attention on the now, but focus your attention on after now. So these are things that you need to consider. So for young businesses to work, you need that from somewhere. Don't just imagine it in your head. Put it in practice. Put it in reality. When you are imagining it in your head, it looks so big. But when you put it in reality, it looks not so big, but it looks easier because you are already doing it. But when it's in your head, it looks so hard and so this and that. Put it in practice. Then you begin to see how easy this thing that you made so hard in your head look. So start from somewhere, work on what you are doing, and begin to see some massive improvements and greatness coming along the way. So don't be perfect at the beginning. Don't be perfect. Don't even focus on perfection. Just focus on progress. When you were once here in 2024, you were still here trying to know what you want to do, find your purpose, found your purpose, start finding your purpose. What's the next step? You need to actualize your purpose. So, what are some of the action steps, your action plans, and all that that you use to actualize your purpose? That is something you need to look into. So, settle down, look into your life, look into yourself, and there will be a lot of improvement along the way. Once more, I want to sincerely appreciate each and every one of you for listening to me today in today's youth development show. And also appreciate our brother who said, good luck, God give you success in your life. Don't stop no matter what, who's seeing you, or not just continue trying. Once more, thank you so much, Seyum Sheik. Thank you so much for your comment. And thank you so much to everyone who joined us today in this youth development show. We look forward to a greater one come next Sunday, the 9th of November. Also going to be on how to build influence, but this time around is going to be how to build influence in life. How to build influence in life. And we're going to be having some great international speakers on that particular day. Shout out to this great man. Shout out to Jean Christian Widoni. Shout out to Precious Emmanuel. Shout out to Oliver Wena Netiga. Shout out to Efanso Tude Nia. Shout out to uh, all the great minds that will be supporting us to make Future Setters Institute program a success. Do have a wonderful evening and stay blessed.